I had to rewatch it this morning. And I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win this game. I'm not sure how either team got here other than they just have the perfect mix for a tournament in the sense that they've got good upperclassmen at point guard. They've got good depth. They've got people off the bench that come in and don't really drop off too much. So even though there's no real superstar amazing players, there's good players, and then there's a lot of guys that support it. And so that's pretty true for both teams. The recipe to get here isn't much different, and both coaches have had some success. Kelvin Sampson and Ben Howland know how to coach their way through a tournament. And so, here we are. Here we fucking are. We ready to party. I hope you're doing well. It's 4th of July. If you're watching this on YouTube later, that I hope you had a good 4th of July. Yep. It's probably not 4th of July anymore. Or if you're watching this on the Twitch pod, I appreciate you all so much, man. Doing this, sitting here by myself, like talking into a video game that's fucking 13, 14 years old, after I spent so much time editing the rosters and shit, felt like its own kind of mental illness for a while. And we had to take a couple breaks, but we made it. Malik saying Mississippi State in a blowout. And that brings us to a good point where we should probably do a prediction. If you want to use your channel points here. And we will absolutely put Mississippi State and Houston out there for you to bet. And like I was trying to prepare some kind of package, right? Like I was trying to do like something you would watch before the March Madness tournament. And I'm like, I can try and go cut highlights of dudes like shooting baskets, fucking video game highlights. And I'm like, but at the same time, I think I do just want to show, the box scores, right, from the last games to see how we got here. And then we will so quickly jump into this game. But after so much time and so many games being played, I'm like, now I guess that crying mother at a wedding, like I'm not gonna marry my son. I'm not gonna fuck my son, but I'm sad that my son is now gonna go marry and fuck some lady. Like I'm crying because March Sadness can now go fuck some lady. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you see here, Dayton box score against Houston. I don't know why that really is relevant, other than the fact that Dayton put up a fucking class effort. Look at the shooting. It's the 7 turnovers from Crutcher. That was a difference. Houston was able to contain Toppin, and Mike Sell had a great game for him. He probably should have been maybe utilized a little more to make a difference, but Tishimanga in the Elite 8 game had 19 points, so that's definitely one of the deciding factors that Houston was just able to stop the front court attack from Dayton, unlike Dayton's previous opponents. And so looking at Houston's box scores, this has been the story all tournament. Getting multiple contributions. Quentin Grimes is one of their better dudes. 1 of 6 shooting. Could have sunk them not having one of their stars get buckets. But Caleb Mills, the freshman, Nate Hinton, future NBAer, he's been doing it most of the tournament. But then Gorham showed up out of nowhere, and Gresham was 6 and 10. And you got Giroux's been given solid guard play off the bench, being able to give steady minutes when he's in. 7 points, 5 assists, perfect shooting. And that's Houston, efficient and able to pretty much do whatever they got to do. Like player matchup wise, they can go however they need to go. And so looking at Seton Hall and Mississippi State now, Miles Powell didn't make a freaking field goal. He still got 10 points off of 10 of 12. He was still trying to contribute. But, I mean, when you look at why Seton Hall lost, it's because he didn't have the game he normally does. And then Miles Cale, who had been probably the most outstanding player of the tournament, turns into stinker shooting performance. He still gets 19, but he's got to shoot 15 fucking shots. And I ain't going to get it. Quincy McKnight 7 assists, 3 steals. He was doing his best to keep his career and season alive, but you know, Romero Gill, he was able to get his. Mama Kalishvili was still getting some 5 steals. So that's definitely going to be something Mississippi State's got to tighten up is the amount of turnovers. But, they basically, Mississippi State was able to shut down their big scorers and make it harder on them to fucking beat them. So Mississippi State now, you see Molinar, the freshman. This dude, at this point, after a full season and a full tournament, he's no longer a freshman. He's been baptized. He's a man now. He's had 5 turnovers, but 14 assists. He played more minutes than anybody else. And Tyson Carter, who's probably now the most likely or logical best odds pick. All right, I guess we're back. Not a madness day. Why? 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 I have to do something to fucking block this light. We're back. But I want to cheers you because we're fucking dealing with technical issues on every top of everything else and all the time and effort and energy it's taken to get here. And we earned this cheers to each other. I don't know. I'm drinking some fucking red wine that I bought. But let's hope that this is the last technical issue. So what I was saying, though, was talking about Molinar for Mississippi State. This guy played more minutes than anybody else, 14 assists. And then Tyson Carter, I do believe, is probably the most outstanding player. I'll be curious to see if the game chooses one. And if they do, it's got to probably be one of the teams, one of the guys in tonight's game. So probably Carter. Woodard ended up blowing up in the second half and in overtime. Reggie Perry just, again, yeoman-like work. He's getting 7 assists from the power forward. And then Ado, who no one expects much from, but he goes 9 of 11 shooting, gets 13 rebounds, double-double. Junkin comes off the bench, gives him a couple points, but he only played 8 minutes. Like, the rotations tightened up. I've never seen the game really do this. Look at the rotations tightened up to where hardly anybody was playing. All the minutes. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've seen that before. Same thing. They gave 2 dudes some minutes. Obiagu in 4 minutes gets 6 rebounds or 6 points. He should have been playing more. But interesting, weird stuff. So there you have it. That's a little bit of a recap of how they got here. And looking at most outstanding player nominees, the whole Houston team contributing. It's really hard to separate. Hinton has been there. He's been a bedrock. You definitely got to think of him, but the way the numbers are and the way Carter's been going at it, most of my money, if not all of my money, would be bet on him. And so we can also look at that. We can go and see. There's Seton Hall. You saw Miles Kale putting up 19. The bad thing about this game is it doesn't do a leaders. Like, you can't just see everybody at once. You have to go through each team. But Miles Kale, even after one bad game, was still having an amazing average scoring. You remember Alpha Diallo, who only played one game. He went 29-10. If he could have kept that up, he would have absolutely been a player of the most outstanding player nominee. Let's go. Let's try to fast forward this to our team. So Gonzaga got bounced out. This team was always getting contributions from a lot of different places. You have to think Killian Tilly could be an outstanding player nominee, but his team's not still playing. So Chris Duarte, he pretty much disappeared when it mattered most in the game against Gonzaga. Those numbers, him and Mathis are both having a pretty good tournament, but they're gone, right? They're still in it. So Tyson Carter, look at these numbers. I think hands down, probably the most outstanding player at this point. The senior playing out of his mind, 22 points is probably one of the higher points per game average. And if you look at over the tournament, I probably think he scored the most number of points total, but also getting a couple of rebounds and assists. 1.5 steals is pretty amazing. Not turning it over. Woodard not far behind. Not too far behind. So let's try to get back to Houston. See Dayton, who just got bounced. Toppin wasn't even the best scorer on that team. I don't know if any of them can make an argument for most outstanding player. Justin Moore had a pretty great tournament. Cole Swider, 14, 8 in a steal game. If there's anybody that's going to take the honor, over Tyson Carter, I just don't see how it could be anybody else, really. If I ever find our way to Houston. There we are. You see Hinton had been blowing up all the other games, but Caleb Mills right there chipping in. These dudes are both super important. And this guy just a freshman. Quentin Grimes playing his part out as well. Fabian White getting them steady performance up front. So, I don't know. Your bet is as good as mine. My fucking brackets have been completely broken for a good while now. And Corey Feldman twin. Missed some of those chat messages there. Sorry for that. Corey Feldman twin. I love you, SD. And hopefully get some. I appreciate you trying to spread the word. And yeah, this should be a good stream no matter what. I appreciate you all being here. You all know I love you. And this has been so long coming. So probably no reason to delay it any longer. Caleb Mills is in transfer portal. I thought he already went to Florida State, didn't he? But yeah, because these rosters are 2020, there's already dudes that are, transferred, and then some of these guys' names that I've become familiar with, I've seen now leave as well. And because of the COVID year, like guys that were seniors could technically still play, and so they transfer somewhere and get another year. But yeah, some interesting moves. I think a couple of other guys that were in or like Elite 8 or Sweet 16 teams have left on different places. But I think without further ado, I don't know what else we can really talk about other than, the mission at hand here being Houston versus Mississippi, playing out the game to see who's going to be crowned our champion, and how much more evenly matched, 79 apiece. One team a little better on defense, Houston's offense a little bit better. Team unity, is that going to come into play? I have not really seen it come into play yet with Mississippi State's at 29. If obviously they're here, the teams that we've seen prior to now that have had better overall ratings, right? Like Houston beat Kansas, and Kansas was like an 84. And Mississippi State beat Gonzaga, who was in the mid-80s. And it's insane. And I don't know. I just don't know how anybody could have predicted this to happen. So it's all exciting. Going to be a lot of reddish colors in the crowd for this one. But let's go to Vern, Bill, and we'll see who will be the champion of March Sadness.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Mississippi State Bulldogs battle the Houston Cougars. Welcome, college basketball fans. This is it. the National Championship Game, powered by Pontiac, the official performance machines of the NCAA. We're here at the Alamo Dome. Alongside Bill Raftery, this is Vern Munquist. Tracy Wolfson is with us, too. What's your take on this, Bill?
The story here is the matchup at off guard. Mills is definitely one of the best shooting guards in the nation. He's so strong from the line. Give him 2 free throws, he'll give you 2 points. Carter is also a top quality 2 guard. You can't help but notice what a smart player he is. He understands all the little aspects of the game. Both of them are great competitors. It should be
Mississippi State has it, and we're underway in the National Championship Game.
Spread it out. Back out, baby, back out. Play them strong.
Passes it to the corner. Number 5.
Ball.
Hands it off. From 20 feet out, scores the opening field goal. They're in front, 2-0.
Pressure him up, let's go.
Hinton
Get a hand in his face.
can't hit the three-pointer. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info for us.
Well, just before the game, I talked to Coach Sampson. He wasn't lacking in confidence when I spoke to him, that's for sure. He said they've never had any other goal this season than winning the national championship. That's how confident he was in his team's ability. And he said everything we've done has been in preparation for this moment. I knew we had the ability to get here. Our guys have proved me right, and now we just have to finish the job. Guys?
Thank you, Tracy. That last 20-footer was offline by White.
Ball. Get on him. Watch the blocks.
Number 5 dishes to the right.
Here's a guy who will absolutely destroy you if you don't keep him out of the lane. He's got a great presence on the blocks.
He's so strong down there, and he's proven it time and time again. That last 3 ball was drained by Hinton. Number 24 inbounds the ball.
Ball.
Right wing. Bounces it to the free throw line. Carter, the reverse. Lays it up and in. They're up by 3. Just over 15 minutes left in the half.
Spread it out.
Dumps it to the paint. That last basket was buried by number 4.
He gets up close and personal and closes the deal.
Leaves no room for error and no room for anybody to do anything about it.
He going baseline.
Carter gets it right wing. Number 24 grabs the offensive rebound.
A little too aggressive right there. I like that he's not afraid to be physical, but that was too much.
He misses the first. He sinks the second. White inbounds the ball. About 14 and a half minutes left in the half. Mills passes way down court.
Watch your right side. Get the ball.
Hinton
5 under 2. By yourself.
Grimes feeds it to the low block. Stolen by Mississippi State.
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a thief bird.
Woodard
By yourself.
It's deflected, but it's recovered by Mississippi State. That last shot buried from 14 feet.
Pick him up. Lock him up. What you gonna
Grimes brings it up the floor.
do? Get him. 13 double.
Mills has it left wing.
Pick him up.
Grimes
Don't let
from
him shoot
long
that.
range. White corrals the miss inside. The last shot laid gently in.
He knows the court and he knows how to get by you.
Just a superb all-around player.
He open on the
Physical
left.
talent and
man,
talent
switch.
for the X's and O's. Carter gets it left wing.
Get the ball.
Woodard
Get the ball.
skips it far side.
Ball, ball, ball.
Right corner.
Feed me one. Feed me one. Tighten up on him.
Puts it up.
Box your man out.
The tray was missed by Carter.
Spread.
Still
Spread
a
it out.
2-point lead.
Get the perimeter.
Nice little crossover.
Dig 87.
Hinton.
Dig.
Swing pass, left wing.
I'm open left.
Hinton.
Guard him. Guard him. What you gonna do? Switch man. I got your man now.
To the free throw line. Bounces it inside.
Got him. I got him.
Number 4. We're all tied up. And it's all knotted up.
It looks like they're playing man-to-man.
86
Woodard.
stuck in.
Harry has it top of the key. Feeds left wing.
Stay with him. Stay with him.
Woodard.
Ball, ball, ball. Get him. Watch baseline.
Left wing. Harry from about 19 feet. White gets the board inside. Right around 12 minutes left in the half.
White did a good job to grab that rebound. Perfect position that time.
Mills.
Tighten up, play him tight. Yo, who got the right side? Tip it up, tip it up.
Number 24 hauls in the board.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Ball, ball, ball.
Passes down low.
Get out on him, get out on
It
him.
was hit by number 24. He's got 3. Hinton inbounds the ball.
Pressure on him. Pick him up. Play the ball, play the ball.
Grimes brings it up.
By yourself, by yourself. Open up, box power. Back door, back
Grimes
door.
dumps it off.
Zipper, 88
Mills.
zip. Ball coming, ball coming.
Poked away, but it's recovered by Mills.
Spread it out.
Catches it out left.
Get him, get him. Rotate, pick him up, pick him up.
Only a few seconds left in the shot clock
Watch
to
left
give
side.
them the lead.
Fight for that.
Drained by Grimes.
Bang.
They now lead by 1.
Ball, ball, ball. Pressure him up, let's go.
Number 5 skips it to the wing.
What you gonna
To
do?
the stripe. Knocked loose. But it's recovered by Perry. Throws it up. Hinton gets the rebound. Mills hands it off.
Front him, front him.
Grimes.
Pick him up.
Yes! And they're now out in front by 3. Harry inbounds the ball.
Play him strong. 3 out.
Feeds it to the right wing.
Ball, ball, ball.
Bold pass.
Close
Carter
out, close
gets
out.
it right corner.
Side up, side
That
up.
last tray, no good. Just over 10 minutes left in the half. What a pass.
Get him.
Last shot laid in by Hinton.
Coach Howland may have to deal with some chemistry issues after those substitutions because that gives them a pretty inexperienced lineup out there.
By yourself, by yourself. I'm open.
Harry leads him with the pass. Stewart on the money. But they're still behind by 3.
Lock him up. What you gonna do?
Has it right wing.
Tighten up on him.
Again, it's knocked down by Hinton. They're ahead, 18-13.
Ball, ball, ball. Right here to left.
Number 5 dishes to the wing.
Back door, back door.
To the stripe.
Check outside.
Terrific work to absorb the contact, hang in the air, and hit the shot. Pretty, Bird.
Number 55 makes his first appearance. Tacks on the free throw for the 3-point play. Number 4 inbounds the ball. Just over 9 minutes left in the half. Passes it to the stripe. Grimes. Swings it to the wing. Mills drains it for 3. They're out in front by 5.
Press him up. Let's go. Watch the isolation.
Harry catches it on the free throw line. Goes up. Number 4 corrals the miss. Grimes brings it up court.
The defense closed so quickly that the easy deuce turned into a very tough shot.
Shooting 2.
Knocks down the first one. And he splits the free throws. Stewart passes it up court.
Man, I got your man now. Get the ball.
Weatherspoon.
By yourself. Tighten
Stewart
up, play
feeds it to the
tight.
left wing.
82, same side.
Number 5 fires. Hits the tray. They're now down by 3. Just over 8 minutes left in the half.
They're set up in minute.
Mills passes it back to the right wing. Dumps it to the middle. Grabbed by number 55.
The defender did a great job keeping with him. Terrific D.
Stewart. Catches it on the stripe. One-on-one. Weatherspoon dumps it off. Harry. Harry snatches the rebound.
Great offensive rebound. He worked so hard to establish position.
Houston has had serious problems with their interior defense.
Spread it out.
And Tracy has a report from their bench.
Coach Sampson is definitely aware of that problem. He told his assistants that they have to bring more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
Thanks, Tracy. Pass down low. Takes it up. The up fake was a good one, and so was the layup by number 4. He's got 6.
By yourself. Ball coming.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Open two. It hit me, I'm open, down low.
Number 15 inbounds the ball. Woodard shoots. Scores off the inbound pass. They cut it to 1. Just over 6 minutes left in the half.
What you gonna do? 81 set.
Leads him in. Unloads. Pulled in by Woodard. And that's his 3rd rebound of the contest.
That's what I call a little intimidation.
Didn't go up strong enough, and you saw the result.
I got the 3.
Number 30 to give them the lead. White yanks it down off the glass. Number 55 brings it up.
It doesn't matter how far you've got to go to get them, Vern. Every rebound is essential.
Press the board.
Last tray off the mark by Grimes. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
Ball.
Number 5
Watch the spread.
gets it right wing.
Pick him up.
Woodard dishes it to the free throw line.
Ball, ball,
High
ball.
post.
3 ice.
Passes to the wing.
Pick him up, pick him up.
Woodard throws it up.
Spread it out.
No good, out of the corner.
Number 3, grabbed that rebound with his elbows high,
Get him.
using a little intimidation.
Watch the wing. Drop, drop.
Leads him with the pass. With the shot.
Spread it out.
Snatched by number 30. But they're still out in front by 3.
Pressure him up, let's go. By yourself, by yourself. Watch baseline.
Woodard catches it, baseline.
Get the ball, get the ball.
Right here. Switch up, switch up.
Number 30.
Pick up left, pick up left.
Left side. Woodard, 14 feet out. It falls short.
Grab it.
They're still down 9. Number 3, the crossover. Passes it to the right.
Get on him. Pick him up. Stay in,
Mills.
stay in. Kick it out.
Bounces it to the baseline.
Guard him, guard him. Ball, ball, ball.
Number 30 hands it off.
Watch the wing.
Rotate, pick him up, pick him up.
Yo, yo, yo.
Carter gets it, top of the key. Dish,
him up.
left wing.
Ball, ball, ball. Tighten up on
Number 5
Get him. 86, duck in.
to tie it up. Sunk by Woodard. And it's now all evened up 26.
What you gonna do? Play him strong.
Under 4 minutes left in the half.
There's no question what kind of defense they're in, Vern. Minute.
Switch man, I got your man now.
Get out on him, get out on him.
White inbounds the ball.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Here's the spin move. Number 3 releases. Number 55 snatches it down inside.
By yourself, by yourself. What you gonna do? Spread it out. Watch the isolation. Tighten up,
Woodard
play him tight.
skips it to the stripe.
Pick him up. Put pressure on him. Ball.
Switch, baby, switch.
Number 3
Get on him. Fight for that. Fight
Carter
for that.
snags it.
They've got to learn to be patient on offense. Good
Spread it
shots
out.
will come if you
Yo,
don't
kick it
rush
out,
them.
yo, kick it out.
Passes right wing.
Ball.
Carter catches it right wing. Woodard dishes to the free throw line.
Run him.
Out left. Lets it go.
Box out.
Snatched inside by Woodard. Number 55 inbounds the ball.
Watch your right side. Watch the spread.
Passes to the top of the key. Number 55. Number 3 for 3. Number 30 yanks it down inside.
Look at the big fella pull down that board. When he sees the ball go up, he isn't afraid to go after it.
Dumps it down low. Weatherspoon catches it on the free throw line. Stolen away by Houston. 1:49 left in the first half. Feeds. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
By yourself.
Number 24. The last shot laid gently in.
That pass made it happen, Vern.
No doubt, Bill. I thought he had a look too, but he wisely dished it off to his teammate. Zero brings it up the floor.
Watch the wing. It's going inside.
Has it top of the key. Number 55 beats it to the wing.
Get the ball.
Misfired on that last 3 by number 3.
Number 30 fought for that rebound.
Ball.
That's some toughness for you.
Back out. By yourself. Get the perimeter.
High post. Dishes to the left side. Releases from 16 feet. Went to the backboard, but it was no good by Carter. Still a 2-point lead.
Switch man. I got your man now.
Kick it out. Kick it.
White.
I got ball. Front him.
Zero.
Shot.
Puts it up.
Board.
White pulls it down.
White didn't get that rebound by accident. He knew right where to be.
Play the ball. Lock him up. Get him. Get him. Ball coming.
Number 3 gets it right wing. The last shot missed from 3-point range.
Number 55. That offensive rebound didn't come to him by accident. He knew right where to be.
He misses the first. Both teams are going to make some substitutions. He's off on the second.
Pick him up.
Tipped, and it's controlled by Houston. The last long ball was off the mark by Hinton. That's the half, and we're headed to the locker room with the score 30-28. Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
I know a lot of people like to see good defense, but this has been ridiculous. Let's get into the offense, fellas.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half. Bill?
Twitter is the guy for me, Vern. Look at this scoring display. He hasn't been afraid to put it on the deck and take it to the 10 or pull up from deep and knock down the jumper. A fantastic display.
Solid performance from our player of the half.
In the first half of this has been well worth the wait, I'd say. Both teams playing at a high level. The shooting hasn't been quite as hot as it has in the past. 12 of 29, 3 of 14 for Houston. But Houston getting a lot of rebounds, making up for some of it. They're not turning the ball over, so missing some shots, but getting second chances. Fabian White's got 6 rebounds alone, 3 assists also for the big man. Nate Hinton leading Houston in scoring like he's done in probably the majority of games this tournament. Quentin Grimes with 4 assists. And you see on Mississippi State's side, Molinar, the freshman, still distributing. Not much on offense himself. Tyson Carter a bit cold from shooting on the 2 of 8 in the first half. 0 of 3 from 3-point. Woodard getting it done like he's been so reliable. And Reggie Perry taking a little more of a lead role in this game. Gets 7 early. Adu holding it down in the front court. Not a lot to show. Nothing really off the bench. Junkins played some decent minutes, 4 rebounds. And he did have a good foul where Houston ended up making no free throws where they might have tied it before the half. But at this point, it's too close to call. And this is your national championship game of March Sadness 2020, the season that COVID stole from us, 2020's chance to dance, and I feel like I owe you all some kind of halftime entertainment. I don't know. Especially because last stream was so sleepy time. Fucking literally fell asleep. Our boy RT Fiesel was here helping me stream it, and he was sleepy. We got into the cannabis a little bit, and all of our plans got changed. So nonetheless, play the flute for the halftime show. Other than the skin flute, I don't have one to play. I've got a guitar back there, but my amp's not hooked up, and I don't know how to play guitar. That's a small technicality, though. Some players have dress shoes on. Yeah, remember the Bethune-Cookman play through because they didn't have a team sponsor on this game. They basically gave them the Pinocchio shoes. Fucking weird. Looks weird at times. But yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn some music on for you. We'll come back. I'll chug a beer. I'll do something. We'll be right back.
Ball is tipped. There you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. And all those years, no one knows just how hard you work. But now it shows that one shining moment you reach deep inside. In one shining moment, were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. It's done, win or lose, you always did your best, 'cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached for the sky. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you're willing to try. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
It's gross in there. There's some weird, gross stuff. It's from last night, so I'm gonna crack this beer. I'm gonna put a little bit of the beer in here to rinse it. And I'll probably just drink that. That's like last night's last drink of bourbon I didn't take. So, this national championship game. Give a little. Oh, damn, that's a lot. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So, I thought it was supposed to be like a dram, right? Like a half an ounce. That's like a full ounce. We'll do it. This is my application to get on a local radio station. All right. We ready for the rest of this March Madness? Yeah. Well, can't do too much more of that or I'll be in trouble. Legally. Physically. Vern, back to you.
Number 55 inbounds it to start the second half. Lob down low. Picked off.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
Nice move in the paint on that last shot by Carter.
These people are loving it. You think it's getting loud in here or what?
Hinton. Catches it on the corner. One-on-one. Foul!
Shooting 2.
Knocks it down. He gets them both. Harry inbounds the ball. Number 5 passes to the right side. Leads him in.
Number 24.
Mills throws it up. Hits the jumper. He's 2 for 3 for the game. Dishes it to the left. Carter releases. He rips down the rebound.
The D knows he can make that shot unchecked, and he did a good job staying with him on the play.
Hinton for the lead. Drops. He's shooting 66% for the game. Woodard. Carter has it left wing. The last shot missed from three-point range.
Nice board work. He makes rebounding look easy. And believe me, it's not, Vern.
Just over 15 minutes left in the second half. Bounce pass, right wing. Harry. Gets it, top of the key. Woodard tosses it up. He snatches it off the glass.
Number 55 went after that rebound hard. Great work.
Grimes dishes to the right. Passes it to the elbow. Hinton takes it up. Harry has it on the inside. Dish, right wing. Woodard catches it on the elbow. Number 5 dishes it to the free throw line. Beats it to the left wing. Carter from long range. Harry goes up. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the stripe. He'll take the foul. That defender clearly got some contact as he tried to make the shot.
Yep, that's an open and shut case. He got hacked.
Can't sink the first.
That's disappointing for them, Vern. But it's not too surprising because he's not known to be a good free throw shooter.
Grimes passes it back to the top of the key. Grimes gets it in the corner. Passes left wing. Mills gets it top of the key. White passes to the right wing. It's deflected. The Bulldogs will try to retake the lead. The steal by Grimes. The D was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
Right wing. Dishes to the wing. Grimes. Mills has it left wing. Number 55. Catches it, middle. Grimes. Inside. Banks it in. They got on this roll a while ago and just haven't looked back. Under 13 minutes left in the second half. Number 5 feeds it to the wing. Woodard cans the shot. 11 points, and he's the top scorer for his team.
They've got their defense, and it's man-to-man.
Dishes it to the wing. There's a whistle.
Shooting 2.
He gets it.
Substitution.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Substitution on the court.
He gets the second to fall as well. Number 24 inbounds the ball. Harry dumps it off. Weatherspoon has it right wing. Feeds corner. Number 5 catches it right wing. The crossover. Stewart scores after the quick crossover, but they're still down by 1. Harris dumps it to the inside. That last shot from 12 feet made by Hinton. About 11 and a half minutes left in the second half.
Oh, I love that look. Get it in tight for the easy finish.
To the elbow. Number 24 hands it off. Passes down low. Number 24 fires from 11 feet out. Missed. Hinton from downtown. He grabs the rebound. This crowd couldn't be any happier. Just listen to the people in this building. They push their lead to 5. Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball. Harry inbounds the ball. Weatherspoon gets it left wing. Foul!
Shooting 3.
Knocks it down. Good on number 2. And he converts all 3. Number 4 inbounds the ball. Harris brings it up himself. Pass left wing. Mills has it right wing. Hinton. Harris catches it down low. Just over 10 minutes left in the second half. The steal. Grimes passes it up court.
Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
Dumps it inside. Harris gets it left wing. Right wing. Number 4. Uses the crossover. No good on that last shot by Mills. The Bulldogs. A score here will knot it up. He must have thought someone was rotating over to block that.
You can't lose concentration even for a second.
Stewart dumps it off. Number 5 pulls it in.
When a shot like that comes around, you've got to hit it.
They just dared him to shoot. Missed shot in the paint by Grimes. Weatherspoon brings it up court. Simple conversion, and somehow it doesn't fall.
Those are the kind of shots that will haunt you for a while.
Feeds it to the right wing. Dishes left wing. Stewart puts it up. Can't take the lead. They're still down 5. Mills. Grimes dishes it to the right side. Top of the key. Kicks it out to the wing to end their drought. Swish! And they now go up by 4. About 8.5 minutes left in the second half. Stewart. Passes to the stripe. Number 5 from 17 feet out. It's good! They're now behind by 2. Houston calls timeout. Both teams will make some substitutions. White inbounds the ball. Number 23 catches it right wing. He snatches it off the glass. Mississippi State is having a lot of trouble preventing second chance points. And Tracy has a report.
Coach Howland said to his players on the bench, if you're not willing to fight for those boards, I'll find somebody who is. Guys, he looks like he's at his wit's end when it comes to their rebounding problem.
All right, Tracy. That last three-pointer was missed by Woodard. The D wasn't too worried about that one. Gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long 3 over him driving it in.
Fouls him.
Shooting 2.
He gets it. And he'll come away 1 of 2. Mississippi State is really struggling. Swing pass, right wing. Leads him with the pass. Last attempt off the mark by Perry.
The defense was all over that shot. He had nothing to work with.
Number 4. Intercepted.
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a thief burn.
Catches it outright. Baseline. Number 30. 14 feet out. It's off.
I wouldn't bet on him missing that one again.
Lead pass to the left side. Grimes. Number 3. Gets it outright. Feeds to the free throw line. Grimes The long three. He rips down the rebound. Houston is having big problems from beyond the arc. And I think Tracy has something for us on that. Tracy?
Coach Sampson wants to see his players move more effectively without the ball so they can get better looks at the basket. He told his guys, if you get to the open spot on the floor, I know you can hit that shot. Vern?
Thanks, Tracy. Last tray off the mark by Grimes. He got the look he wanted to there, Bill.
I wouldn't let him have too many more of those. He can light you up in a hurry.
Woodard dumps it inside. He fouls him. Stewart just missed it. No three-point opportunity, but he'll go to the line for two. Nails it! Both teams is going to make some substitutions. He's off on the second. Left wing. Mill drops the tray. He's shooting 100% from three-point range. Feeds it to the high post. Knocked free, but it's recovered by Woodard. Number 30 from about 19 feet. Maybe next time.
That is not a shot, Vern. They've got to get a better look than that.
Pass, high post. Number 3. Catches it, right wing. Mills dishes to the top of the key. Left wing. Mills. Hinton shoots it. He rips down the rebound. Heavy pressure kept him from getting a good look.
Tough miss.
Number 30 gets it, right wing. Passes to the stripe. Number 5 from 17 feet out. Automatic. He's got 7. Houston calls time. Both teams is making some changes on the floor. White inbounds the ball. Leads him with the pass. Number 4, double clutches.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken. That last three-pointer was missed by Carter. Gets it down low. The last shot jammed in by number 4.
He just won't be denied, Vern. Once he sniffs that basket, he's going to take it up strong.
The Bulldogs will take a timeout.
Substitution reported.
Carter bounces it to the left block. Last shot laid in by number 24. Boy, what a delicate finger drop.
He's one of the best. Just sit back and enjoy the show.
The Cougars all timeout. Grimes is needed out on the floor. He didn't get much of a rest. White inbounds the ball. Right wing. Feeds it down low. .252 left in the game. Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball. Carter hands it off. Number 5. Woodard lets loose for 3. Gets it to fall. They're getting set to inbound the ball. Grimes dumps it off. Lead pass to the middle. He grabs the rebound. The Bulldogs bring it up the court. Dangerous pass. Number 24 fouls him. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. He can't get the first.
That's disappointing for them, Vern. But it's not too surprising because he's not known to be a good free throw shooter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Hinton catches it, right wing. The crossover, stuffed.
Big time denial.
Could be a game changer. We'll see. Number 5 has it right wing. Nice pass. Harry from 18 feet away. Off the mark. To the elbow. Kicks it out to the left wing. Mills. White has it left side. Number 4 catches it right wing. Hinton buries the triple. They're up 58-51. The Bulldogs are really struggling. Number 5 dishes it to the right wing. To the free throw line. Raises up. The D affected that shot. No good by number 5.
He just didn't have enough room to take that shot, Vern. That was a little bit of a force.
White feeds it to the wing. Mills pulls the trigger. Can't extend the lead to double digits. Mississippi State with the ball.
Credit the defense there. They got out on him, and they forced him to rush it a little.
The close-range shot missed by number 24. Harry has picked up his first foul of the game.
I can appreciate their willingness to keep battling, Vern, but I think it's too late to save the game. Fouling isn't going to do them any good anymore.
Number 4 inbounds the ball. Number 5 has picked up his second foul. The foul stops the clock, which is just what the doctor ordered.
And that's why they did it. Time is not on their side. Very smart play.
Harry has picked up his second foul.
I can appreciate their willingness to keep battling, Vern, but I think it's too late to save the game. Fouling isn't going to do them any good anymore.
Carter gets whistled for a foul, and they're in the bonus here, so that'll be a 1-and-1 at the line. The foul stops the clock, which is just what the doctor ordered.
And that's why they did it. Time is not on their side. Very smart play.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Off on the second. 21 seconds left in the game. Leads him in. Carter gets it inside.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting 2.
Off target on the first.
At least he got that one. They're going to need more than one at a time here, Vern.
Number 5 commits the foul. They're in the penalty, so we'll head to the line for a 1-and-1.
I think it's a little too late for this, Vern. They're just prolonging the agony by fouling because this game's out of reach.
Sinks the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Perfect from the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Woodard. Good.
Woodard.
Number 4 inbounds the ball. Number 24 commits the foul. They're in the bonus, and they'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Shooting 1-and-1.
Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Takes the shot. My, oh my, what a game. College basketball has a new national champion. What a sensational season for this coach and this team. These players rose to the challenge in the Final Four just as they did throughout the year. They played with such heart in this tournament.
What am I supposed to do? What do I hit the button? To hit the button? To put it on the button? I do. Where's my hat so far back from my head? What are we supposed to do now? Push the button.
Coach Sampson is a terrific leader, Vern. It's a great tribute to his masterful coaching.
Is he a great
and now
leader?
It's time to show you our player of the game.
Oh shit, let's go. Let's go with the player of the tournament, most outstanding player, Nate Hinton of the game. This dude's been doing it all tournament, future NBAer. This is the end.
Now
It feels
let's
like
send it over to Greg
yes, it feels like something important has
to the 2K Sports
gone.
Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel.
But you know what that feeling is?
Game-changing performance. It's no secret that getting momentum on your side is one of the keys to winning basketball games. The Houston Cougars took off on a huge scoring run that all began on this play right here. This sparked the run that simply broke the back of the opposition.
All right, Greg, thank you. And now for Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raftery, I'm Vern Lundquist. Thanks for watching the National Championship game on 2K Sports.
This is the end, but it's also like the beginning and kind of a rebirth because now I don't have to stream this. Like every time I stream, I refused to stream anything else until this thing was done, so I kind of stopped doing any of the college football stuff. I stopped doing like stuff like Madden, even though I've had Madden for like 2 or 3 months now. I've just been doing Ultimate Team shit. But at the end of the day, with this new development and the March Sadness, there's a feeling, I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys, I'm gonna turn the camera back on. We'll just hang out for a bit. You tell me, like, with this whole development, we're done with March Sadness, but we've also put something to rest, right? Like 2020 and the season, the championship that didn't ever happen. We have, we have done it, and we put Houston as our champion, and so I feel like there's also a huge weight off of our shoulders because there was no 2020 champion. And once I get into that Naismith Museum, I will carve it. We will say Houston is the champion. We'll do that. And this whole thing, like, it's just a big anchor on humanity that's been lifted, right? Houston's the champ. Indisputable champ. I don't think anybody will argue, right? No one would ever come to our chat and say, you're wrong. Houston's not the champ. We simulated it. I made the rosters. I did the best possible roster editing that statistics and analysis could do. Nobody at ESPN fucking edited the rosters and used the hindsight of having the season behind them. And we did it. And we have seen Houston's the champion. No debate. I mean, we can't argue it. It's not like arguing, is George St. Pierre the best champion ever? Because that motherfucker was debatably not capable of knocking anybody out, right? Like, just drag other sports into this. But we've made it. We've made it. So I have to do the sports box scores, right? I just want to go back to Portraits Cam. Do you guys want to smoke a thing? We did it. My thing is really... this much thing. But I love you all, and I'm just so happy that we were able to crown this champion, finish an open-ended part of history, and we know that Houston's the champion. They earned it. They beat the teams. They beat Kansas. They beat Dayton. They beat all the number ones they needed to beat. Mississippi State had a hell of a run. And go look at this instead of looking at me. You want to look at the box scores. I was gonna do this. I'm sorry. I'm to the point where you guys saw me chug a beer. Now my brain is like incapable of making good thoughts. So just like this solitary cigarette that's completely legal and not encouraging you all to break any laws, just as this burns down, just as life itself burns, sometimes at both ends, we have made it to the end of March Sadness. I waited too long to hit it. And we have put a cap on something that's open-ended in history. SD likes the man cave. Thank you, man. The first time ever anybody's ever come up here, and when my brother visited the other night and had people up here, and I mean, it's a man cave, so I don't clean it as much as I should. There's lots of, various things, cans and beers and broken dreams, but we did it. 2020 belongs to Houston. They did it. Like, I really don't think, with all the teams that they beat, There's no suspicion that I stacked it. Like, the two teams that were in the national championship were not. So, putting it all in perspective, I got to do two things. I got to play one shining moment. But I also have to say that as the person that edited and created the rosters, that I saw that Duke, with the amount of NBA talent and people that left, that was probably legitimately the most highest rated team. They got beat by West Virginia in the round of 32, so they didn't really, even though they were the highest rated, didn't end up tilting the things. Houston and Mississippi State getting in are fucking ridiculous. Mississippi State was a last second thing because Ben Howland was on the game, already existed at UCLA, and I could just transfer and build the same coaching stats at Mississippi State. Steve Wojciechowski, former Duke guy, that's Marquette's coach, got fired. I'm like, Marquette wasn't that good. Fuck them. In the Big East, if you look at the brackets, the Big East was, maybe that's what I should do, is show you the bracket. The Big East was probably the team or conference that got favored the most. When you looked at, like, Nova's a 2, and you also have Creighton is a 2, and then you also have Seton Hall, who ended up in as a 3 and made it to the Final Four. Rutgers on this game is in that conference. And you have all those teams there. And then crazy ass Mississippi State, which right down here versus Arizona, the 7 versus 10 game, should have been Marquette. Mississippi State beats the 7, and then they beat the 2, and then they beat the 3, and then they beat the 1, and then they beat another 3. And, you know, Houston, on the other hand, yeah, they're the undersided seed against St. Mary's over here in the Midwest. They have to beat St. Mary's when they're not favored, at least seed-wise. Kansas then, and then a decent BYU team kind of glides Houston farther than maybe they should. Kentucky beats a number 2. Kentucky was a super team, like, rating-wise. Rating-wise, it was probably Duke and then Kentucky and maybe Kansas in terms of teams that should have won. Florida State and Zaga were up there. Oregon was like an 84. Definitely not bad. Michigan State was pretty solid. Iowa was pretty solid. I mean, Ohio State, who got beat by Akron, was like an 82 or 3. It just was really, really unpredictable. And if I had filled out 1,000 brackets, there's no way I probably would have figured this one out. And that goes, let's go look at my brackets. Let's just go see how bad everything ended up breaking. Stoner Gamers brackets. We can look at his as well if we want. So, right here. Dayton, I had Maryland beating them, so I was wrong with that. I had Duke getting past West Virginia. I was way wrong. I knew that Duke's overall rating was high, and I know how this game likes big man, and I thought that the Duke big man, Virgil Sandler, probably get that name wrong. It's a little bit late. I'm not going to look it up. That I thought that they had enough, and so obviously Duke wasn't there. Kansas, right? I had Kansas in the championship game. I don't even remember doing that. But Kansas got beat by Houston, so Creighton did not win against Illinois. So, like, Kentucky getting up here is alright, but that should be Houston instead of Kansas, and I would have had that right. Duke, like, that was ended up being Nova. Dayton ended up coming down. USC did not beat Baylor, and Baylor Florida State lost to Seton, so like these brackets were broken as fuck. And that's the person that made the teams, right? Like I was the person who created the rosters, so I knew some guys were defense, like some teams might have been a 78 or 79, but they're really good at one thing. Like I had some insight into things and I still filled out the brackets in a way that was completely fucking upturned. Mississippi State ended up being Cinderella, and I mean, Houston, both of those teams are not really Cinderella because of the conferences they're in and because they're recruiting, like, you know what I mean, like a Vermont, maybe even a BYU as a 5 seed would have been a little bit of a Cinderella. But these teams, Mississippi State with Ben Howland had been to the Final Four with UCLA. He had 3 straight Final Fours with UCLA. Doesn't really make him a Cinderella, right? Houston, same situation, maybe not quite as much pedigree, smaller conference, a little bit American, but Kelvin Sampson with Oklahoma and what he was doing with Indiana before things kind of got rough with the NCAA, like he's a good coach. So what system would I say? So, like, in terms of coaching, what system would I say? I think that it ultimately comes down to the rotation, right? Like, look at Houston and that, like, they played basically a 7-man rotation. They don't have any dudes who are below a 72 or 73 playing, really. I mean, that's the biggest thing is condensing your rotation. But defense is like, if your defense is good, man to man, right? I don't think zones on here work that well just because it's a game. And like, if you look at football, all the different games that involve zone, it's a whole thing. Like, people that play the sport and that have to do the positions, learning zone is a thing that sometimes gets slipped. Like, somebody makes a wrong assumption. That anytime a team or a game on here starts to have to use zone, I don't trust it. So it's like best players that are suited for man to man. And if you look at this, you look at Houston, like Mississippi State was really well suited for man to man because like Tyson Carter's probably a point guard most of the time. Molinar's a 6'3" point guard. Woodard is 6'7". Perry's is solid power forward everywhere you go. And then Ado was playing decent and getting stuff. But like when you look at Kansas, Quentin Grimes, this guy is like, they just had a lot of skill set. Hinton, Mills, Grimes, these 3 dudes. And then they were getting, somehow Gorham and Fabian White and Gresham are getting 10, 10, and 7 rebounds. There it is. So you just have to have a team that can play defense. And this is probably parallel to real basketball too. Is like, if you have the guys and the skill and the matchups to win at man-to-man defense, and then you win the rebound battle, and then you come around and 4 of your starters are able to all get, 11 points or more. I don't know. It's just, I don't know if there's really a system as much as if your team just has the capability. And that's probably video games or real life. Like, this game's super, super weird because the higher overall ratings didn't seem to matter, and 279 overalls played each other in the championship. And I don't know, in real life you could say, well, Mississippi State had the luxury or the experience boost of playing in the SEC, and Houston had the experience boost of playing, but this is a simulation. We went straight to the tournament. Like, the game has no idea that in real life that, Gresham, the guy got 7 rebounds, that would probably have been his season high, right? Like, the game has no idea. And it does this. And this is, I guess I gotta take these pictures of this for our Discord. Be stupid for me to do all the other games and then not do this one. But damn it, dude. Like, there is, like, some emotional nerve being hit with this game. Like, because it took so much. It took so much to get here. So many games. So many, roster edits. And then, like, work was getting in the way. And, it just never felt like this would ever happen. It never felt like we'd get to play the championship game. And so Houston, because of course they're the 9 seed, why wouldn't they win, right? They're the higher seed. Mississippi State plays a hell of a game, and this is a nice championship game, even though there's 8-point difference. The end of the game wasn't super dramatic, but it kind of was. The first half, it was competitive. It went down to probably the last 2 minutes, so it was all good until then, where we just saw that Houston gonna get this belt. And so here they are. 2020 championship that never was. One COVID stole from us. The 2020 chance to dance winner, Houston. 9 seed. Even if this was fixed and I had somehow picked who would win, I don't think I would have even done that. Like, if I had somehow just said, oh, I got a storyline for one of these teams to win, that this 9 versus 10 and Mississippi State being a team that didn't even get into the tournament without me changing shit from Marquette, because honestly, Marquette's coach isn't on here, and Ben Howland was, and so I didn't want to have to create Wojciechowski. I'd rather just fucking take Howland, who was already on here. But it's over, and I think I'm going to try and, in the grand scheme of America being what America is, like, try and start anew or some shit. And this finally, I don't know, like, I'm kind of aimless. Like, I feel like I want to jump right back into some kind of streaming thing here. So before the night's over, maybe worthy of archiving to YouTube, as this will definitely, as March Sadness has come to an end, I'm just kind of speechless, and I feel rudderless. What do I do? So, sad face. And March Sadness champion, GG's to Houston. Don't know what else to say. It's been a surprise and unexpected, and thank you all. This will probably have to be the end of March Sadness. It doesn't exist from here.
is tipped, there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. And all those years, no one knows just how hard you work. But now it shows that one shining moment you reached deep inside. In one shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached for the sky. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you willing to try. One shining moment you knew. One shining